Welcome back, fellow collectors, Aussie history buffs, and hidden treasure hunters. Today, we're diving deep into the fascinating world of Australian 50-cent coins, those 12-sided silver beauties we all recognize. But don't be fooled by their everyday appearance, because some of these coins are worth far more than their face value. Thanks to rare mintages, unique designs, collector demand, and error strikes, certain 50-cent coins have skyrocketed in value and are now considered national numismatic treasures. So whether you're a casual collector or just curious about what might be hiding in your change, stick around, because these coins could be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Let's get started. First up, the commemorative 2000 Australian 50-cent Millennium coin, a piece that's more than just silver and nickel. It's a historic time capsule. Even in circulated condition, with signs of age, color wear, or pocket-worn edges, this coin continues to attract serious collector interest, and with the right features or errors, it could become a million-dollar marvel in your very own hands. So let's unlock the story behind this majestic 12-sided coin and explore its history, designs, rarity, and market power. Let's rewind the clock to the dawn of the new millennium, the year 2000. Around the world, nations celebrated the turn of a new century with fanfare and innovation, and Australia joined in by releasing a stunning commemorative 50-cent coin to mark this historic occasion. Minted by the Royal Australian Mint, this special edition was not just another coin. It was a tribute to unity, time, and the Australian identity. No other Australian coin looked like this. It stood out immediately with its striking geometric patterns and futuristic styling, marking it as a bold departure from traditional coat of arms designs. It wasn't merely meant to be spent. It was meant to be remembered. Let's dive into the design, starting with the reverse. Instead of the standard Australian coat of arms, the 2000 Millennium 50-cent coin features a stylized globe surrounded by radiating lines, a design symbolizing the dawn of the 21st century and Australia's place in the modern world. Around the edge are inscribed the words Millennium Year 2000, anchoring the coin in its place in time. What makes this coin even more powerful is its abstract but unifying concept. While other coins show the past, this one pointed boldly to the future. This clean, radial design is deeply appealing to both artistic and serious collectors. Even in color-worn, circulated condition, the symmetrical beauty of this design remains compelling. And if your coin still shows good line detail and intact rim structure, it's likely to retain strong collector demand. The obverse, of course, features the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Ian Rank Broadley. This effigy, introduced in 1999, portrays Her Majesty with matured dignity, wearing the girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara. It's a deeply realistic and respected profile, used across Commonwealth nations and a strong symbol of the Queen's enduring reign. Because this was the first commemorative 50-cent coin to use the Rank Broadley portrait, it holds added significance, making it a milestone in both Australian numismatics and royal imagery. The design is crisp and modern, a perfect complement to the coin's futuristic reverse. Now let's get technical with the specifications. Like other standard 50-cent coins, the Millennium Edition is dodecagonal, 12-sided, weighs 15.55 grams, has a diameter of 31.65 millimeters, and is composed of 75% copper and 25% nickel, a tough, silver-toned copper-nickel alloy built for circulation. Its solid shape and distinct edge make it a durable and unmistakable piece. Though many examples show signs of wear, coloration, tone shifts, and softening from circulation, its thick build and bold design lines mean most coins still hold their shape and appeal, even in well-used condition. But here's where it gets exciting: market value and collector demand. The 2000 Millennium coin was minted in high quantities. About 16.6 million were released into circulation. However, the passage of time, wear, and accidental loss have steadily reduced the number of good condition survivors. In circulated condition, these coins are typically valued between $1.50 and $4 Australian, depending on wear and clarity. But if your coin shows minimal damage, clear features, or exceptional toning, its value can jump up to $10 to $25 AUD. Even better, uncirculated or mint condition examples regularly sell for $50 to $150 Australian, especially when still sealed in original packaging or from roll sets. And here's the golden question. Can this coin make you a millionaire? The answer is absolutely, under the right circumstances. If your 2000 Millennium coin features a rare mint error, such as an off-center strike, double die clash, or clipped planchet, it can command hundreds or even thousands of dollars on the collector's market. Known error coins from this year have already been auctioned for $500 to over 2,000 Australian dollars, depending on condition and rarity. Imagine finding a pristine or rare variant version in your own change. That's the kind of discovery that can change your financial destiny. And if you happen to accumulate a batch of these coins in better condition, store them properly, and wait for the next surge in demand, that portfolio could become a serious asset, especially as Australia's move toward a cashless society transforms physical coins into scarce historical artifacts. So, what should you do if you have this coin? First, examine it carefully. In circulated condition, look for bold, complete designs, clean rim edges, and no major scratches or dents. Check both sides under good lighting. Then, store your coin safely in a flip or capsule to prevent further wear. If it appears unusually sharp or has any signs of an error, get it graded. Coins professionally graded by services like PCGS or NGC gain greater market visibility and can skyrocket in value. In conclusion, the 2000 Australian 50-cent Millennium coin is a futuristic relic from the past, an official commemoration of time itself, and a proud statement of national unity and global presence. Even in color-circulated condition, it commands respect in the collector community and offers serious potential to become a high-value collectible in the years to come. It represents more than just change. It represents change that could change your life. Next up, the 1999 Australian 50-cent coin, a coin that, in excellent condition, shines with far more than just its silver tone. It's a fusion of national pride, classic design, and subtle scarcity. One of those rare coins that, under the right circumstances, could unlock serious fortune. Let's begin with the historical context. In 1999, the world was standing at the edge of a new millennium, and Australia was in a reflective, progressive mood. While no special commemorative 50-cent piece was released that year, the circulation coin remained a powerful icon, unchanged in its traditional design, but minted with renewed technical precision and beauty. The Royal Australian Mint produced just under 24.9 million of these coins, which may sound like a large number, but in the world of numismatics, it's not just the mintage that matters. It's survival. How many of those coins exist today in excellent, undamaged, collector-worthy condition? The answer, very few. Which is exactly why coins like yours, especially in high-quality, lightly circulated or near-mint shape, are catching the eyes of dealers and collectors across the country and around the world. Let's talk design, and it's nothing short of majestic. The reverse of the 1999 50-cent coin features the Australian coat of arms, a masterpiece by legendary designer Stuart Devlin. At the center of this powerful image is a shield divided into 6 segments, each one bearing the symbol of one of Australia's founding states. Framing the shield on either side are the proud emblems of national character, the kangaroo and emu, both native creatures known for their inability to move backward, symbolizing constant progress. Crowning the composition is the 7-pointed Commonwealth star, representing unity and strength. In excellent condition, this design glows with depth and definition. You'll still see the intricate detailing in the emu's feathers, the kangaroo's muscular build, the fine lines in the scroll beneath the shield, and the raised lettering that circles the rim like a timeless signature. Turn the coin over and you'll find a milestone in Australian numismatic history, the first ever 50-cent coin to feature the Ian Rank Broadley portrait of Queen Elizabeth II. This 1999 effigy marked a bold shift in style and realism. Gone was the idealized youth of earlier portraits. This was the Queen portrayed with dignity, maturity, and graceful aging. Wearing the girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara, her likeness is deeply etched, with naturalistic features and strong facial contours. Collectors value this version because it represents both a turning point in royal imagery and a specific moment in Australia's coinage evolution. In excellent condition, this portrait looks clean and lifelike, an essential detail for long-term collectors and those building complete portrait sets. Now let's break down the specifications. The 1999 50-cent coin continues Australia's unique 12-sided, dodecagonal format, a shape instantly recognizable and favored for its resistance to rolling. The coin weighs a solid 15.55 grams, with a diameter of 31.65 millimeters, and is struck in copper-nickel, an alloy of 75% copper and 25% nickel, giving it strength and that brilliant silvery appearance. In excellent condition, the coin's fields remain glossy, its reliefs sharp, and its edges clean, a sight that gets coin graders excited and boosts the coin's value exponentially. Now to the golden question: what is this coin worth today? And could it really make you a millionaire? In typical circulated condition, the 1999 50-cent coin trades for around $1.50 to $3 AUD. But in excellent condition, especially when the details are crisp and wear is minimal, that value rises quickly to $10 to $25 AUD. Uncirculated examples, especially those pulled directly from mint rolls or coin sets, can easily fetch $40 to $80 Australian dollars, sometimes more, depending on the buyer. But here's where things get exciting. If your coin has a rare mint error, such as a die clash, double strike, off-center alignment, or clipped planchet, it could be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars, especially when certified by major grading services like PCGS or NGC. Even more compelling is the long-term investment opportunity. As Australia gradually moves toward a cashless future, physical coinage, especially those from the late 1990s, is becoming less common in daily life and increasingly collectible. And because the 1999 coin was the first with a new royal portrait, it holds historic value that grows year after year. Think of it as a time capsule, a coin marking the last year of the 20th century and the beginning of a new era. Coin portfolios that include sharp 1999 pieces, especially those with errors or low population graded examples, are already increasing in value across online marketplaces and auction platforms. For a patient, smart collector, this coin could absolutely be a million-dollar gateway, especially when bundled into a broader high-grade collection. So what should you do if you have this coin? First, inspect it carefully. Use a magnifier to examine the Queen's facial details, the emu's feathers, the rim text, and look for any abnormal markings or striking misalignments. If your coin shows strong luster, no major dents or scratches, and all design elements are clear, it could be a premium-grade coin. Store it safely in a protective capsule or acid-free flip to avoid tarnishing. And if you're serious about unlocking its full value, consider having it professionally graded. A certified MS65 Plus coin with the right features can multiply its worth overnight. In conclusion, the 1999 Australian 50-cent coin is a sleeper hit in the numismatic world, a beautifully crafted piece with low attrition, historical portrait significance, and long-term collector demand. In excellent condition, this coin rises far above its face value and holds the potential to become part of a collection worth thousands, or even more. So before you spend it or forget it, take a moment to appreciate what you have. It might just be your first step toward a million-dollar fortune. Next up, the 2006 Australian 50-cent coin in very fine condition might just be the silent millionaire maker in your pocket. Yes, that's right. This is no ordinary coin. It's a finely crafted piece of Australian heritage, a numismatic sleeper, and under the right circumstances, it could unlock a fortune. So let's explore this remarkable coin in detail, from its powerful design and specifications to its market demand and hidden millionaire potential. Let's start with history and context. The year 2006 didn't bring a commemorative 50-cent coin to the market, but the standard circulation issue was anything but dull. Struck by the Royal Australian Mint, this edition stood as a symbol of stability during a time of rapid digital and economic change in the country. In an era when coins were slowly being overshadowed by plastic and card transactions, the 50-cent piece held firm, bulky, iconic, and deeply rooted in Australia's national identity. With a mintage of over 22 million coins, you might think they're common, but as seasoned collectors know, it's not about how many were made, it's about how many survived in very fine or better condition today. And those are increasingly hard to find. Let's dive into the design, which is a masterpiece of tradition and symbolism. On the reverse, you'll find the majestic Australian coat of arms, a timeless design created by the legendary Stuart Devlin, the man behind many of Australia's most cherished coin faces. The intricate imagery includes a shield divided into 6 sections, each representing one of the 6 states of Australia. Above the shield is the 7-pointed Commonwealth star, and flanking the sides are the 2 great icons of the Australian wild, the kangaroo and the emu, both symbols of forward momentum. The details in their bodies, feathers, and limbs are breathtaking when preserved, and in very fine condition, you'll still clearly see most of this intricate craftsmanship. This design is a national treasure, and it speaks volumes about the pride and legacy woven into Australian coinage. Turn the coin over, and the obverse reveals the elegant profile of Queen Elizabeth II, sculpted by Ian Rank Broadley. Introduced in 1999, this portrait brought a mature realism to the Queen's image, showing her in her later years, wearing the girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara. By 2006, this effigy was well established and considered a symbol of Australia's constitutional monarchy and ties to the Commonwealth. In very fine condition, this side of the coin often still displays visible facial features, clear lettering, and a defined crown, making it a desirable addition for portrait collectors and royal memorabilia enthusiasts alike. Now, let's break down the specifications. The 2006 Australian 50-cent coin follows the iconic dodecagonal, 12-sided shape, measuring 31.65 millimeters in diameter and weighing in at a solid 15.55 grams. It's struck in copper nickel, an alloy of 75% copper and 25% nickel, giving it that classic silver shine. This sturdy build gives the coin excellent wear resistance, which is why so many still circulate today. But remember, finding them in very fine condition, with preserved detail and minimal damage, is what truly makes them valuable. These coins are often found with wear around the rim, flattening of high-relief areas, and toning. But if your coin holds its shape and shows consistent definition, you could be holding a numismatic prize. Now, let's talk current market value and demand. In average circulated condition, the 2006 50-cent coin usually fetches $1 to $2 AUD. But in very fine condition, especially if the details on both obverse and reverse remain sharp, prices can climb to $5 to $10 Australian dollars, with some even reaching $15 or more if they're nearly uncirculated. But where this coin becomes truly thrilling is when we start talking about errors and rare variants. That's right. If your 2006 coin features a striking anomaly, such as an off-center press, a clipped planchet, a cut error, or doubling of the legends or date, its value could skyrocket into the hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Such coins are rare, but not impossible to find, and collectors are always on the hunt for them. So how could this coin make you a millionaire? While one 2006 50-cent piece might not bring $1 million overnight, the real value comes with knowledge, timing, and building a strategic collection. Imagine discovering a rare error coin and selling it at a top auction, or collecting a roll of pristine coins with matching dates and minimal handling. Pair that with global demand for Australian silver era coins, and you're looking at serious long-term growth. More importantly, as Australia continues its march toward digital currency, coins like the 2006 edition, those with strong links to history, royalty, and tradition, will only grow more desirable and harder to find. If you have a 2006 50-cent coin in very fine condition, inspect it closely. Look at the Queen's hair details, the clarity of the Commonwealth star, and the alignment of the text. Any errors or anomalies should be noted, photographed, and possibly sent for professional grading. PCGS or NGC certification can multiply the coin's market value and unlock access to serious collectors and high-end buyers. And remember, presentation matters. Store your coin in a protective flip, capsule, or acid-free album to preserve its luster and avoid further wear. In conclusion, the 2006 Australian 50-cent coin is far more than just pocket change. It's a national symbol, a collector's prize, and possibly a secret key to your future wealth. With powerful design, durable composition, and rising interest in older coinage, this piece is perfectly positioned for appreciation in the coming years. And in very fine condition, it already stands tall as a premium find. So don't overlook it, because what may look like just another coin could, in fact, be be your gateway to the Millionaires Club. Next up, the 2007 Australian 50-cent coin. While it may appear ordinary at first glance, don't be fooled, because in very fine condition, with its detailed legacy, unique specifications, and rising demand, this coin could be the sleeping silver beast that launches your fortune. This is more than just a hunk of metal. It's a piece of national identity, a collector's delight, and potentially your gateway to a game-changing payout. Let's begin by setting the stage. The 2007 50-cent piece wasn't a commemorative issue. It featured the standard Australian coat of arms, and some might assume that makes it common or less valuable. But that couldn't be further from the truth. Why? Because rarity isn't always about how different a coin looks. It's about its condition, mint quality, and survival rate. Over 21 million of these coins were minted in 2007. But today, finding one in very fine condition or higher is far less common than you'd think. Circulation and wear take a toll, and collectors now scramble to locate pieces with sharp edges, strong relief, and clean surfaces. So, if you're holding onto one with a strong rim, detailed obverse, and a defined kangaroo and emu, you may already be ahead of the game. Now, let's dig into the design. On the reverse, we see the iconic Australian coat of arms, brilliantly engraved by Stuart Devlin, the master of modern Australian coin design. The coin features a shield at its heart, divided into 6 sections representing each of Australia's states: New South Wales, Victoria, Queensland, South Australia, Western Australia, and Tasmania. Flanking the shield are the great national mascots, the kangaroo on the left and the emu on the right, both standing tall and proud, unable to walk backward, symbolizing progress and determination. Above them sits the 7-pointed Commonwealth star, shining as a beacon of unity. The level of detail in this design is impressive, even more so in very fine condition where feathers, fur, and shield emblems remain visible and crisp. Flip it over, and we find the obverse, a beautifully sculpted image of Queen Elizabeth II, facing right, wearing the girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara. This effigy, crafted by Ian Rank Broadley, was used from 1999 through 2018. It shows the Queen in her mature years, regal and calm, a symbol of stability during an era of change. With her passing in 2022, all coins bearing her portrait have surged in historical and emotional significance. For collectors and royal enthusiasts alike, this obverse is now a timeless reminder of the Queen's legacy, and the 2007 issue sits squarely within this golden age of royal coinage. Let's move to the specifications, because this is where the coin becomes physically impressive. Like all Australian 50-cent pieces post-1969, it has a dodecagonal, 12-sided shape, giving it a unique look and feel in the hand. It measures 31.65 millimeters in diameter, weighs a solid 15.55 grams, and is made of copper nickel, an alloy of 75% copper and 25% nickel. This composition gives the coin a silver-like shine and excellent durability. In very fine condition, the rim is still well-defined. Most of the raised elements are intact, and wear is limited to the highest points. For a coin almost 2 decades old, this condition is highly desirable. But let's talk numbers. What is this coin worth today? In average circulated condition, the 2007 50-cent coin typically holds a value of around 50 cents to $1 depending on basic wear and tear. However, in very fine condition, prices can rise to $3 to $7, especially if the design features are sharp and there is no corrosion or edge damage. But here's where things get interesting. If your coin has a rare error, such as an off-center strike, die crack, clipped planchet, or doubling of the date or letters, its value could soar dramatically. Verified error coins from 2007 have been known to fetch $100 to $500 or more, depending on rarity and condition. And if graded by PCGS or NGC at MS65 or higher, the value can explode into 4 figures. So how could this coin actually make you a millionaire? It's all about scale, rarity, and timing. Imagine stumbling upon a batch of 2007 50-cent coins, each in pristine or near mint state, or discovering a unique mint error never cataloged before. Add in a hot market, and suddenly you're not just holding pocket change. You're holding an investment portfolio in metal. And let's not forget the boom in coin collecting spurred by royal nostalgia, economic uncertainty, and a new wave of young collectors entering the market. These factors create the perfect storm for coins like the 2007 issue to rise in value dramatically in the years ahead. What should you do if you own one of these? First, handle it with care. No cleaning, no exposure to moisture, and keep it in a protective coin flip or capsule. Take a close look under good lighting. Is the relief deep and clear? Is the queen's profile defined? Are the kangaroo and emu sharp in detail? Any doubling, misalignment, or flaking? If so, consider having it professionally graded. This can multiply its market value and attract serious buyers across Australia and beyond. Then, either hold it as a long-term investment or list it on a collector platform where historical 50-cent coins are gaining rapid traction. In conclusion, the 2007 Australian 50-cent coin is one of those hidden in plain sight gems, often underestimated, yet rich in potential. In very fine condition, with detailed imagery and historical context, it shines as a collector's choice and a future blue chip in the world of numismatics. Whether you're holding one in your hand or about to search your stash for one tonight, remember, this isn't just metal. This is memory, monarchy, and millionaire potential, all forged into one 12-sided coin. Next up, the 2005 Australian 50-cent World War II Remembrance commemorative coin. With its rich symbolism, captivating design, and ever-growing collector demand, this coin has become more than just currency. It's a powerful artifact of remembrance that could one day be worth a small fortune. If you're holding this coin in excellent, colored condition, you might be closer to a millionaire's destiny than you think. Let's journey into its fascinating story and extraordinary details that have shaken the collector's world. Released in 2005 to mark the 60th anniversary of the end of World War II, this commemorative 50-cent coin was more than just a tribute. It was a visual and tactile embodiment of national memory. As Australians stood together to remember those who served, this coin became a shining metallic beacon of their courage and sacrifice. The Royal Australian Mint struck it not only with precision but also with heart, creating a coin that tells a story of hope, unity, and ultimate peace after a time of global turmoil. It was issued in both standard uncirculated and full-color versions, the latter of which is now particularly prized and highly collectible. What makes this coin instantly recognizable and visually arresting is its revolutionary colored design, one of the first instances where vibrant color was officially used on circulating Australian coins. On the reverse, designed by Tony Dean, is a brilliant red poppy at the heart, the universal symbol of remembrance, framed by intricate rays of sunlight. Around it, stylized figures of service members and civilians represent both the military and the people they fought to protect. The words World War 1939 to 1945 and Remembrance appear with solemn dignity, while the surrounding radial lines create a sense of movement and light, symbolizing a new dawn after the war. Measuring 31.65 millimeters in diameter, crafted from cupronickel, 75% copper and 25% nickel, and weighing 15.55 grams, this coin has the same specifications as standard 50-cent coins, yet it holds a value and allure far beyond face value. Its dodecagonal, 12-sided, shape adds a unique tactile quality, making it easy to identify even without seeing it. On the obverse, you'll find the effigy of Queen Elizabeth II by Ian Rank Broadley, which was the standard portrait used in Australian coinage at the time. Now let's talk value, because here's where things really heat up. In excellent, color-preserved condition, this coin's current market value ranges between $150 to over $300, with rare examples in mint condition fetching even higher prices at auctions or from private collectors. The reason? Only a limited number of colored versions were released in official sets, and even fewer have survived intact, with their brilliant design untarnished over time. And because this was an early use of color in Australian circulating coinage, it is now regarded as a historic trailblazer, pushing it higher in demand. The demand for this coin has grown immensely, especially among new wave collectors who are after coins with historic significance and aesthetic appeal. With the surge of interest in war memorabilia and commemorative mints, The 2005 World War II Remembrance 50-cent coin has become a hot commodity in both national and international markets. Coin shows, online auctions, and enthusiast groups report fierce competition whenever a pristine specimen hits the market. This makes the coin not just a treasure of the past, but a potential investment in your future, one that could climb dramatically in value. Collectors know that condition is king, and in this case, color is the crown. If you possess a coin with vivid, untarnished red poppy petals, clear inscriptions, and minimal surface wear, then you are holding a truly rare and exceptional piece. Such a coin in high-grade proof or uncirculated condition could be the centerpiece of any numismatic collection, potentially rising in value as anniversaries and demand continue to stack up. For those lucky enough to already have this coin in their possession, hold tight. Store it carefully in a protective capsule, away from moisture, sunlight, and physical contact. The combination of brilliant color, limited mintage, and historical weight makes this coin an appreciating asset. And if you don't have one yet, start hunting. Scour online auctions, reputable dealers, estate sales, and coin expos, because even a slightly worn specimen can command impressive returns and serve as the gateway to your numismatic fortune. To conclude, the 2005 Australian 50-cent World War II Remembrance coin is not just a coin. It's a powerful symbol of national pride, a pioneering piece of minting history, and a sought-after collectible with real, rising value. With its bold use of color, poignant design, and increasing scarcity, this coin continues to ignite passion in collectors and historians alike. So whether you're a seasoned investor or a newcomer inspired by stories of coins that could make you a millionaire, this is one piece you should never overlook. It's rare, it's revered, and in the world of Australian commemoratives, it just might be your golden ticket.